Kylie Rogers was lost in thought, gazing out the hospital ward window, enjoying a peaceful moment away from the hustle. Suddenly, Nurse Shelley Hahn's sharp voice cut through the silence. Shelley had a way of making her presence felt, often not in the most pleasant ways. "What are you up to, Kylie?" Shelley asked, her tone laced with disapproval, standing there with her hands on her hips. Kylie turned, a bit startled but composed. "Just taking a quick look outside," she responded calmly, caught off guard by Shelley's abrupt questioning. "And why's that during work hours?" Shelley pressed on, her eyes squinting in suspicion, as if Kylie owed her a solid explanation for her brief distraction. Caught a bit off guard, Kylie searched for the right words. "I've noticed a dog," she began, her confidence returning. "It keeps showing up at the hospital entrance, just stands there, day after day." Curiosity piqued, Shelley walked over to the window, peering out. "I don't see any dog," she said, turning back with a knowing smirk, almost as if she caught Kylie in a lie. Shelley had always been tough on Kylie, driven by a hidden jealousy of Kylie's natural warmth and connection with everyone around her. Unlike Shelley, Kylie had a gift for making patients and staff feel at ease, something Shelley, with all her experience, couldn't quite match. In her 2 years as an orderly, and only a few months at this hospital, Kylie had quickly become a favourite. Her kind presence contrasted sharply with the unease that often followed Shelley around. Shelley shook her head in disbelief and walked away, her usual tactics having no effect on Kylie, whose calm demeanour remained unshaken. Kylie's strength and kindness were deeply rooted in her upbringing, shaped by her grandmother, who was more than just family to her. She was Kylie's mentor, confidant, and greatest influence. Raised in a unique household by her grandmother, Kylie grew up understanding that her parents were just not ready to be parents. This lack of conventional family structure didn't leave her feeling deprived. Instead, it strengthened the bond between her and her grandmother, creating a foundation of love and understanding that influenced Kylie deeply. The compassion and patience Kylie showed every day at the hospital were a reflection of the life lessons and care she experienced growing up. When her grandmother grew older, Kylie naturally stepped into the role of caregiver, a role that seemed like second nature to her. The experience not only brought them closer, but also equipped Kylie with skills that would later define her career. Meanwhile, Shelley paused in the corridor, observing Kylie from a distance before heading towards the nurses' station. It was well known among the staff that Shelley had a unique relationship with James Wellington, the department head. Despite his marital status, Shelley seemed to navigate their dynamic with a certain confidence. As Kylie continued her duties, thoughts of the mysterious dog that kept appearing at the hospital entrance occupied her mind. After refreshing the water in her mop bucket, she moved on to clean the more prestigious section of the hospital, the VIP rooms, pondering over the curious presence of the dog and what it might signify. In the VIP section of the hospital, Kylie cleaned the rooms of well-off patients who enjoyed perks like private rooms equipped with TVs and internet access. Despite these luxuries, Kylie believed that everyone deserved the same level of care. As she entered one of these rooms, she gently addressed the occupant. "Excuse me, Mr. Clark. May I clean up in here? I'll be quick and out of your way in no time." Mr. Clark, looking tired but appreciative, responded warmly, "Of course, Kylie. Go ahead. You're not bothering me at all." Grateful for his understanding, Kylie got to work. Over the weeks Mr. Clark had been in the hospital, Kylie noticed his solitude, with few visitors coming by. One day, she struck up a conversation with him and discovered that behind his quiet demeanour was a man eager to chat when engaged in the right topics. Their conversations revealed Walter's hidden loneliness, prompting Kylie to keep him company whenever she could. However, when the head nurse noticed their frequent interactions, she inquired about Walter's identity. Kylie learned from her that Walter was a wealthy businessman who had chosen this public hospital for its simplicity, despite his ability to afford more luxurious care. After this discovery, the head nurse advised Kylie to limit her interactions with Walter and focus on her duties. Respecting her superior's wishes, Kylie complied, ensuring that her visits to Walter's room were brief and strictly professional, apologizing for any disturbance and quickly attending to her tasks before leaving. As Kylie did her job, Walter, looking a bit more tired than usual, asked with a weak smile, "Kylie, could you tell me what the weather's like outside? I haven't had the strength to get up today, and I'm missing the view from my window." Kylie glanced out the window before answering, "It's a bit of a mixed bag today, Mr. Clark. It's not fully sunny, but there's a bit of light coming through." "That's nice to hear. A bit of sunshine always lifts the spirits, doesn't it?" Walter remarked, trying to find some comfort in her words. As Kylie nodded and continued her cleaning, the tranquility of the moment was abruptly interrupted. The door burst open, and in walked a woman with a commanding presence, her expression one of barely contained impatience. It was Donna, Walter's wife, known for her sharp tongue and even sharper temper. Without any pleasantries, Donna snapped, "Can't I ever have a moment alone with my husband? It seems like this room is always crowded." Kylie, accustomed to Donna's abrupt entrances, gave a small nod and quickly made her way out, not wanting to become the target of her displeasure. She had heard rumours from her colleagues about Donna's difficult nature and the speculation surrounding her motives, given Walter's wealth. Lindsay, another orderly, often commented on the situation with a hint of cynicism, suggesting Donna stood to gain significantly from her husband's illness. Kylie, however, preferred to steer clear of such gossip. She believed in focusing on her work and maintaining a professional distance from the personal affairs of the patients and their families. Yet, today's encounter with Donna left a sour taste in her mouth, reminding her of the complex web of relationships and motives that often surrounded her wealthy patients. Despite this, Kylie remained committed to her role, providing care and maintaining the cleanliness of the hospital, a sanctuary for healing and hope amidst the personal dramas unfolding within its walls. Kylie decided to step away and give the couple some privacy, placing her cleaning bucket quietly in the corridor. She couldn't help but overhear parts of Walter and Donna's conversation through the door, left slightly open. Kylie felt awkward being an unintentional eavesdropper to such a personal discussion, yet she remained nearby, waiting for the right moment to finish her cleaning duties. Donna's voice was the more dominant in the exchange, pushing for her point. "Walter, why are you against Mark attending the meeting? He's your son too, in every way that matters," she implored. Walter's response was weary but firm. "Donna, calling Mark my son doesn't magically erase his actions. I've tried to guide him since he was a teenager, but it seems all in vain. Just last week, he wrecked another car, and before that, he was in trouble at the casino. Is this the behaviour of a Clark, even if by adoption?" Donna seemed momentarily taken aback by Walter's blunt assessment, but she quickly recovered. "Please, Walter, let's not be too hard on him. I'll have a word with Mark. I'm sure he'll turn around after this." Walter's skepticism was palpable even through the closed door. Change? The only changes I've seen in Mark are for the worse. Nowadays, I dread every phone call, fearing it's either the police, the hospital, or another bill for damages he's caused, he said. his voice tinged with a mix of frustration and